From destructive hybrid super-termites to a possible buffalo-crocodile mashup, here are 15 of the strangest animal hybrids. Welcome to Weird Wonders Wednesday. Number 15. The Yakalo is a cross between an American bison cow and a bull yak. They were created when scientists were conducting experiments in hybridization in the 1920s. Because so few of the Yakalo calves survived, the program was discontinued in 1928. Geep, the offspring of a sheep and a goat, called a geep, is rare, but it does happen. That was the case when one such male hybrid was born on a farm in County Kildare, Ireland. Paddy Murphy, the farm's owner, said the creature is the result of a coupling between a goat and a Cheviot ewe, or female sheep. He said the little geep is developing horns and is faster than many of the other farm animals. Although sheep and goats can appear similar in appearance, they do belong to different genera, and the product of such a pairing is often stillborn. Iron Age pigs. This hybrid was created by mating a domestic pig with a wild boar and was meant to recreate a pig species represented in prehistoric works of art from the Iron Age. The animals are generally raised only in Europe for specialty meat markets. They're considered more aggressive than pure domestic pigs. Leopons. These animals are a combination of leopard and lion and are amazing to look at. Their bodies possess leopard-like spots while their heads are similar to that of a lion. The hybrids are unlikely to occur in the wild and have only been bred in captivity. Buffalo. The hybrids are also known as catalo and are the offspring of domestic cattle and American bison. They've been around for a while, dating back to the 1800s. Buffalo tend to be hardier than their progenitors and do less ecological damage when grazing. Because of the excessive crossbreeding, there are thought to be only 4 wild buffalo herds that are genetically unmixed. Zebroids. The term zebroids describes the offspring that results from breeding a zebra and any other equine. They've been bred since the 19th century and in most cases are created with a zebra stallion as sire. A zorse is the offspring of a zebra and a horse, and it's also called a zebra mule. A zebra donkey hybrid is known by several names, including zonkey. These hybrids are sterile and extremely rare and generally occur when the two animals are found in close proximity to one another. Coy wolf. Now this animal almost sounds like something would feature on Crypto Fun Friday, but the coy wolf definitely exists. It's a hybrid of a wolf and an eastern coyote. Scientists have determined it carries around 1/4 wolf DNA and 2/3 coyote DNA, with the rest of its genetic material coming from domestic dogs. It's been observed roaming north of the Great Lakes and in West Virginia and has emerged over the last decade. Like wolves, they can take down larger prey with powerful jaws, and they hunt in packs. Like coyotes, they can adapt well to cities, but can be 40% bigger than their western cousins. The hybrid was created when the two species were forced to live closer to each other and mate. What do you get when you cross a domestic cat with an African wildcat known as a Serval? You get a feline called a Savannah Cat that can weigh around 20 pounds, and they can take a good bite out of your wallet too. Depending on the gender and generation, kittens can cost up to $20,000 US. Female Savannah Cats with up to 50% Serval parentage cost the most. Savannah Cats are swift runners. They can leap some 8 feet into the air from a standing position, and they even like water. Overall, the hybrids are known to be sociable and friendly, but they're not always welcomed around the world. Australia has banned their importation, citing them as a potential threat to native wildlife there. Grizzly bears. The hybrid offspring of brown bears and polar bears are also known as growler bears, and they have been bred in captivity. In 2006, a hunter reported he had shot and killed a strange-looking bear on Banks Island in the Canadian Arctic. DNA testing later revealed it was a grizzly bear, the first official confirmation of their existence in the wild. Tigons. Chances are you know that tigons are the result of a male tiger mating with a female lion. The resulting hybrids can exhibit traits of both parents, including tiger stripes and lion manes on the males. They can weigh up to 400 pounds, but never exceed the size of their parent species. Wolfin. These hybrids are the result of a female common bottlenose dolphin mating with a male false killer whale. They're extremely rare, with only one currently in captivity at Sea Life Park in Hawaii, but some have been reported in the wild. Although the name does imply a cross between a dolphin and a whale, both species are actually contained in the same Oceanic dolphin family. Asian and Formosan subterranean termites are two of the world's most destructive species of termite, and it's possible they're producing hybrid offspring that could become super-termites. Researchers in Florida noted that the two subterranean species were swarming at the same times and places, seeking mates. When scientists took specimens to the lab, the females laid eggs, which grew and resulted in a hybrid colony. So far, it's unknown if hybrid colonies have survived in the wild, or whether the hybrid creatures bred in the labs can actually reproduce. Many experts are hoping the hybrid insects are sterile, because the idea of super-termites with the destructive capabilities of two invasive species poses a serious dilemma. Together, Asian and Formosan termites account for much of the estimated $40 billion in losses attributed to termites each year. Elijah is a cross between a male lion and a female tiger. Like tigers, they enjoy the water. Like lions, they're very sociable animals. Because the habitats of lions and tigers don't overlap in the wild, Elijahs have only been produced in captivity, although there are legends of them in the wild. They're considered to represent the largest known cat in the world, growing bigger than male Siberian tigers. Scientists in the U.S. have been conducting experiments that combine human stem cells with pig DNA, with the goal of growing a human organ inside the animal. So-called chimera embryos have been implanted inside sows where they're allowed to grow for 28 days. The aim is to grow a fully matured embryo inside an adult pig with a fetus that has an organ composed of human cells. That organ could then be harvested for transplant into a patient. In addition to using pigs, researchers have also conducted experiments with sheep implanted with such hybrid embryos. Critics call the research Frankenscience, quote-unquote, and have concerns that the hybrid embryos might develop human characteristics. But scientists counter that their research will provide a means to help end the shortage of donor organs. A bizarre-looking animal was found in a remote village of Thailand, and villagers there were terrified by its appearance. The creature had the body shape of a buffalo, but it had scaly skin like a reptile and a head that resembled a crocodile. It was said to have been delivered from a buffalo, which had previously given birth to a litter of healthy calves. Locals later placed the creature on a table and set incense and candles around it, evidently in the hope that it will bring them good luck. Exactly how this creature gained its unusual appearance is still unknown.